So how often do you come up here?
I come at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Even in a tank top, walking her dogs in the Hollywood Hills, Charlize Theron is radiant, disarmingly so. And so is her sense of humor. You know, when people refer to you as a movie star or a mega star, what do you think about that term?
But that's how it should be.
Okay, Miss Star. I'll remember that. You learn very quickly that despite her A-list status, Charlize Theron is as grounded as ever.
The greatest thing that I've learned in my journey in doing this is that if you come with your own agenda and with your own ego and you try to kind of force something and control something, you can't make a good movie.
Marker.
It's a philosophy she carried onto the set of her new film, Young Adult, where she teamed up with director Jason Reitman.
And action.
Hey! Do you remember we used to make out to this song?
She plays Mavis Gary, a ghostwriter of young adult novels, who returns to her small hometown to reclaim her high school flame. But there's a catch.
I'm pretty sure he's married with a kid on the way.
No, kid's here. I'm cool with it. I mean, I've got baggage too.
I would keep all of this to yourself. I would find a therapist.
It's a woman who just never grew up. She doesn't have the tool set to really cope or deal.
It's sad.
In a way it is, but in a way, you know, somewhat refreshing.
Welcome to Hampton Inn.
And in a departure for Theron, it's also funny.
Is that a dog in your bag?
Nope.
We actually allow small pets with a cleaning deposit.
Good, good, because I have a small dog in my vehicle. There's definitely a moment where, especially in my career, because I tend to have people in tears or throwing up in bathrooms, like, you know, to hear them giggle was definitely, after almost 20 years of doing this, a new experience for me. Yeah, where I looked at my producing partner and I was like, they're laughing at me.
Were you surprised?
Yeah, because I don't think when you're making a film, you really know what people are going to tap into.
The characters audiences have tapped into in the past are often anything but glamorous.
He attacked me.
Who attacked you?
Bobby in the powder room just now.
Like her Oscar-nominated portrayal of minor Josie Ames in North Country.
Ricky.
The characters that you portray so often are troubled and challenged and are facing some
I'm very
huge loss
troubled.
or tragedy.
Lee, I am really troubled. Look.
But like, what is it though? What is it that draws you to those kinds of characters, or at least the ones that tend to be the most memorable?
I guess I respond to those characters because when I read them, they're familiar to me. I know them. They feel human to me. They feel real to me. They don't feel like movie people to me.
Perhaps that's why her most famous role wasn't fictional at all, portraying real-life serial killer Eileen Wuornos in Monster.
We can be as different as we want to be, but you can't kill people.
Says who? I'm good with the Lord. I'm fine with him.
It was a performance that earned her the Oscar for Best Actress, but there were plenty of skeptics early on.
Financiers at the time who was financing that film, I will never forget it, called me at 3 a.m. in the morning because I was a producer on it and said, we just saw the first dailies and we don't understand what you're doing. And why are you not smiling? And why do you look like that? And they didn't understand why I gained weight.
You look good. Yeah.
She's appeared in more than 30 films, and yet, even now, she says, a great performance is still a puzzle.
A lot of it I don't understand. I don't. A lot of it is a mystery to me.
You like it that way?
I do. I love the mysteries of the world and of life, and I don't necessarily want to figure it out.
You ever worry though that the mystery might not show up one day?
Every day. Are you kidding me? Every day I go to work. That's like, I'm like sitting in my car going, oh God. I think every actor has that.
It's all a long way from the small South African farming community where Charlize Theron was born. It's a country she still calls home, but it's also a place of tragedy. At 15, she saw her mother, in an act of self-defense, shoot and kill Theron's abusive, alcoholic father.
As huge a moment as that was, obviously, in your life, it seems as though you've not let it define you.
You know, couldn't change it, no matter how much I wanted to. It was tragic, and I was just never gonna define myself as a victim and maybe that's what I love about my characters. That's maybe what I love about Eileen or what I love about Mavis, you know. They're not victims, and they don't try to lean on those crutches.
She left home at 16, became a model, and studied ballet before launching her movie career.
I loved acting so much that all I dreamed for was that I could support myself just doing that I didn't have to do a second job.
How much money did you have?
I had nothing. I was literally living from paycheck to paycheck. Like, yeah, there were a time that I stole bread from a bread basket in a restaurant. Like,
You really stole bread?
yes, I put the bread in my bag. I cherish those moments. I cherish them.
She ended up putting down roots in California and became a U.S. citizen.
I'm not a passive person. I feel like if I'm going to be living here, then I want to contribute to my community, and I want to contribute to elections, and I want to feel like I'm truly a part of it.
And at 36, she says, her life is right where she wants it.
Oh my God, my life is amazing. I'm a really blessed person. I have amazing friends. Oh my God. No, I just have a really good life. You know, I come from a country where there's an awareness for me every single day of how blessed I am.
Did you miss me?
South Africa is never far from her heart. 4 years ago, she started a charity, the Charlize Theron Africa Outreach Project.
You all get to decide what you want to do to make something in your world better.
Its goal is to reduce sexual violence and educate the young about how to prevent the spread of HIV and AIDS.
There's no way that you can take a trip to South Africa and work with the kids that we work with, that you don't come home and you open your fridge and you realize circumstances somehow worked out for you. They don't work out for everybody else in the world. If that doesn't ground you.
In fact, she says she never expected it to work out quite as well as it has.
Yeah, I mean, the dream was never this big.
It really wasn't?
No, God, no. Are you kidding me?
She lives in these hills, just a few miles from her mother, who she says is a model for the kind of mom she'd like to be one day. But not yet. Her 9-year relationship with actor Stuart Townsend ended 2 years ago.
Are you dating anybody now? Not that I'm coming on to this.
Yeah, wait a second. No, I'm not. I'm single. I haven't been single since I was 19.
Yeah. She is, after all, busy working. She's going from one unlikable protagonist
Psychotic prom queen bitch.
to another.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
This summer, she'll be on the big screen again as the evil queen in Snow White and the Huntsman. She may once again surprise audiences and herself, and that, she says, is her favorite part.
If there was anything that was guaranteed in this industry, we would be doing it over and over and over again. I think that's what's amazing about being in this business. It's creative. There is no recipe. It's all a stroke of luck sometimes.